and welcome back to another stream. Today we are in Bus World. This is the latest bus simulator to hit Steam. This has been in the works for 3 years and has been something I've been keeping an eye on since 2020 when it was originally meant to be released. But realistically, 1 year was quite ambitious for a release. So today we are going to be taking a look at Chernobyl and going through, I guess, the scenarios. So we're starting off with the Pripyat evacuation. So before I do that, let me say hello to everyone. I will talk about the game, but I just want to start driving and then I'll do that. New Root Master fan, you're back. Good to see you back. Interactive, hello. Market Gaming, whoa. Steel, yes. So 35 hours after the explosion of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, the evacuation of Pripyat, which is the closest town to the power plant itself, began because of the deadly radiation level. On the 9th of April 27th, more than 1,200 buses were mobilized. The people who lived in the nearby village remember this endless convoy moving towards Pripyat. The police checked all the houses in the town. The people are ready for evacuation. You need to arrive at the gathering place and drive out of the town along with the convoy. So, let's take a look at Bus World. Not far from Pripyat to the west of Chernobyl, PowerPoint is situated in the world's most radioactive forest. It is called the Red Forest. During the first day after the disaster, the wind brought there you go. Particles into the forest which made the leaves turn red. It was torn down during the decontamination of the city, but it has started to grow. So, Master Fan, Omsi, have you even played this? BVG, good morning from Mount Gamble, South Australia, from William. Hello, good morning, how are you? So, yes, and so basically, what is Bus World? That's probably what you're wondering. So, Bus World is essentially a bus simulator. It's built on the Unity engine. So, this is different from the other bus simulators that have been released recently, like the Bus by TML Studios, and also, what's the other bus simulator called? And also, Bus Simulator 21, because those are on the Unreal Engine 4. So I guess this is a nice contrast, because obviously some people say the Unreal Engine 4 has limitations with regards to the physics. So the Unity engine, we'll see how that performs. Basically, this recreates Chernobyl like real life, and it kind of gives me Omsi 2 vibes. The reason it does that because Omsi 2 aims to recreate an old area, which is Berlin-Spandau in the 1980s, and this recreates an area of Ukraine in the 1980s, and also has a Chinese map. So look around to use the map. Here is our bus now. I'm not actually sure what bus this is. This is definitely Soviet vibes. It's not bad, thanks, but yeah, no worries. Engage gear with X and backup using. Oh my, this is like. This is nostalgic. Oh my, look at this. I don't want to say nostalgic, but it's, it's like nostalgic in the sense that, like, this is like an old area. Now, how do I change views? Okay, here we are. My destination is marked. So here we are in the Soviet Union, essentially. Oh, that was close. So, here we are in Chernobyl, which is situated in the east of Ukraine. Stop at the mark, stop in the tail. Oh my god, that Soviet radar is very annoying. So, here we go. The graphics are quite decent. Stop at the mark spot in the tail of... Now, how do I change the view? I want to see outside the bus. Also, I'm not sure what bus this is. I think it's... I want to say it's a Tripdara or an Icarus. They haven't used the real life brand because obviously copyrights, and I think they were basically, obviously because they're a small studio, they can't really get the trademark licenses and all that, but that's what they said anyway. Look, it's not major. Now, as you can see, the bus will be filling up because we are evacuating people. Now, the thing is, it doesn't seem like disasters happening. Like, here everything seems quite normal, Like, also, they evacuated Chernobyl based on old data and old graphs. Okay. Oh, that was close quickly. Follow the convoy. Where's the convoy? I wonder if they use real bus sounds. So we're heading towards Kiev. Oh, I wonder if this actually includes Kiev. Sad moment. It was indeed a sad moment. Yeah, it is the worst radioactive disaster in history. So, you know, to this day, this area is uninhabitable. Now, you were able to visit Chernobyl in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, but I guess it's one of the first games that actually recreated in, you know, I think it's an interesting concept because it includes, obviously, because there's bus convoys, it makes sense to have this, you know, to have it as a bus simulator. And also, they have talked about having modern tools in the future, although those will take a while to build. But yeah, this does definitely give you Soviet vibes. The buildings are all like grey like this. They're what they call panel blocks because they were built with like basically panels inside like these tubes. That radio is very annoying. It is, you know, trying to drive with that. But I guess obviously like during this time you'll be listening to the radio, trying to find out the latest updates because obviously. And look at this job just walking around. How do I change the view? I want to see the controls. Oh, what's video? General controls. I just want to see how I change the view because I want to take a look at the outside of the bus. P minimap, third door. We don't care about this. Just bear with me here, folks. But yeah, have people got this game themselves? Left arrow, right arrow, camera vertical, 2 buttons. Yeah, because, you know, I'm so used to kind of like... Okay, I will figure it out. All bus is like Legion. But yeah, this is Bus World, and as you can see, there's no AI cars about because obviously, one, not many people had cars at this time because they're expensive and there's massive waiting lists to get them. And second of all, you know, obviously they're being evacuated, so you just take the bus. And obviously buses are much more efficient in evacuating people. Although I'm surprised they don't have people standing on the buses. Obviously, this, if you overload the bus, you won't be able to move. But yeah, this is it. This is, you know, I have to say the graphics are quite, you know, pretty decent. Oh, that's the radiation. There's the, oh, look at that. Yeah, there you go. As you can see, the radiation's increasing quite a bit. This is, you know, the graphics are really good. The map is very detailed, you know, and it's nice to be able to, I guess, drive. Because all the bus simulators tend to just focus on like Germany and those kind of things. So it's nice to have something that focuses on something completely different. So yeah, this is what will become later on the Red Forest. Yeah, as you can see, radiation is increasing. But, you know, in real life, driving in these times would have been extremely, like, you know, scary. Because obviously, like, the consequences of overexposure to radiation are devastating. So, the bus itself, you know, inside the dashboard's nicely, you know, it's all pretty decent. I really need to look up what bus this is. Project managers Kirill Sherbakov and Mikhail Kalinichenko. There's the railway lines. Yeah, oh my, look at that. You see the radiation is increasing. I wonder if like they use trains as well to transport people, but obviously train lines, the issue is they can't diverge paths, so obviously if radiation is coming in from one area, you might need to change very quickly. I wonder if this actually takes 3 hours driving time. So I think these are just credits. They're appearing there at the top left. Yeah, I really want to see how I really want to take an outside view because I need a screenshot. So camera up, down. Interior view, oh, third person free. Ah, there we go. Okay, so yeah. Look at that. Yeah, so this was so this is the 25 route. But yeah, I don't know why they added the credits there, but yeah. There's also 2 maps, so obviously there's also, I think the Chinese map's based off more real life. Oh, look at that is it a ladder? Yes, that's a ladder. What's that person doing there? The height of the radiation. Also, one thing to mention is that, so this bus simulator, I guess, is kind of focused on disaster. So you remember this is from, this here is from one of the screenshots of Bus World. So this is the exit to Pripyat. But yeah. Let's see now. This is some sort of animation. Now the green is meant to represent, you know, obviously the radiation. So this is basically focused on disasters. So this is why also when you're in the Chinese map or the Asian map, you drive along, there's gonna be tornadoes, there can be all that stuff. So adverse weather, which is something that I guess they kind of focus on in Train Simulator, not Kishmish games, but then also something that was focused on with, you know, this bus world. So route completed. That was the route. That was very short. Okay. Yeah, because I don't think Kiev was in this. So let's go to second scenario. Okay, let's go to free mode. Okay. Not sure what's happened here. Okay, so yeah, as you can see here, there's points. So this is a bit of a this is kind of a gamesy in a way. Also, this little menu here, this is like some sort of room. Like this is a very Soviet style building, as you can see there, the windows and the drapes. Yeah, so we're continuing on with Chernobyl. Also, hello there to everyone else. Sorry if I'm not replying to the live chat. It's just not showing up anything new. I'm just gonna refresh it. Maybe it's YouTube is bugging out sometimes, but nope, seems fine. So into Chernobyl, so we have to continue with the Pripyat evacuation. Points needed for metal, so I don't know how this works. Don't tell me it's the same thing. So the main cause for building Pripyat was the construction operation of one of the biggest nuclear power plants in Europe, the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. The city was one of the most innovative in the Soviet Union. Illuminated advertisements, bright murals, and decorative ceramics on the facades of buildings were smartly used. Also, 30,000 rose bushes were planted in Pripyat. The city was the gold star of Soviet architectural sophistication. So there you go. As you can see here, there's just a picture in the background of it. I think that was the Pripyat center, which we took a look at earlier on. Now the loading times also on Bus World aren't that quick. I do have this on my hard drive because I probably should have put in the SSD, but generally loading times are quite quick even when you're using the hard drive. But I guess the Unity engine isn't as quick as the Unreal Engine 4 in terms of loading. But yeah, there's also 2 buses that come with Bus World, and now I don't know what models they call them here. So yeah, it is a bit different. This is kind of it's a mixture between a bus simulator, but also kind of a game and a disaster simulator in a way. Okay, we know this already. Go X. Reverse. So as you can see here is our bus. So yeah, this is not an Icarus. I don't know what bus model this is. I'll have to find it out. I'll find it out for the review video. Oh sorry, F8. So used to the links here. So yeah, this is Pripyat Center. So yeah, we're gonna have to redo the scenario because it's not letting us progress to the next one, which yeah. Because that scenario was very short, like that map was quite short, like, you know. Didn't feel particularly. Oh, we should have opened both doors. There we go, that's the smart thing to do. Look at that, we've opened both doors now. Yeah, so as you can see here, there it is. Look at those lights as well on the bus. But yeah, this is it. This is Bus World. 35 to Hotel Complex Kiev. Why is this? We just thought it should be in Cyrillic. Not sure why it's written in the Latin alphabet. Anyway. Follow the convoy. Is there a horn in this? Okay. What are the crash physics like for this? I don't dare try because that's gonna make us restart the scenario. But yeah, so this it's you know, it's yeah. You have to talk about that they rebuilt the graphics engine on this. So oh yeah, indicator. So basically they've rebuilt the graphics engine. It is the Unity engine, but they've rebuilt it so it's better. So people, I read the reviews. The reviews generally seem quite good. They're all positive. The ones that are showing up for me as well, the English ones. I guess, you know, people are saying obviously it's a good idea, nice concept. I think one thing people said is that the graphics is the same as the previous Muslim made Kishmish games. I really don't know myself. This is made by Kishmish Games. They're also the creators of Metro Simulator 2020, and they're also going to be releasing Metro Simulator 2 soon. So yeah, this is the, as you can see, that's where we're headed. So yeah. Oh, okay, so as you can see here we can open the window. Now the controls are a bit awkward, but yeah. And this is released today, and also the price of this is €25, so it's quite reasonable. They've done the same thing that the TML Studios has done with the bus, so this is still in early access, so there's a few other things they're planning to do. Basically, once if you buy it now in early access, you're going to pay €25. If you buy it when it's fully released, it's going to cost you more, which again makes sense. Look at this, you know, silver bus. The people are, sorry. The people there also are modeled quite well. Here we can see the typical Soviet era trucks. Obviously, they are, you know, there to help with the management of the catastrophe. So, Torrentino, the sounds are not good. So, yeah, basically saying the sounds are not, okay, like, yeah, it is, you know, I think the map is realistic, you know, I'm liking the map. The bus seems, yeah, I can definitely see the arcade, like, what it looks like an arcade, especially the menu, you know, it's not like a bus selection menu, it's very much more like, yeah, so, you know, I can see that. Now, also it's meant to be a free roam. So, yeah. Now, one thing I want to check. Yeah, so basically one thing here is that, yes, as you can see, the menu is kind of arcadey. That's definitely for sure. They don't mention the name of the bus. I know they don't have the licenses, but again, you know, this again is kind of gamesy. This is free mode. I'm not even allowed to go into free mode, so we have to continue doing the Pripyat evacuation, which is a bit annoying because I'm just doing the same thing. It's not very interesting. So, yeah. Callum Forward, hello. Is this bus simulator out yet, or is it early access? This is out. It is early access in the sense that it's not the full release, but yes, it was released today on Steam, so you can buy it for €25 or whatever Steam conversion currency equivalent there is. So yes, you can get it yourself if you so wish. I bought it there a few minutes ago. Unfortunately, Kishmish Games does not have an email, so I tried emailing them, but their website has like Doggy as the email, so I wasn't very impressed with their website. They're not very easy to contact, so yeah, I was like, look, well, just buy it. So there you go. Torrentino, map look good, yeah. The map does look good. It's more than expected though, because, you know, so yeah. I apologize, folks, that we're doing the same thing here, but clearly this is just a requirement to get the free roam.
Уважаемые товарищи, городской совет народных депутатов.
Also, look at this digital watch. It seems a bit like ahead of the times. The steering wheel in this as well. It's like, Hotel complex, Kiev. So now we're obviously going to the hotel complex and then we're going to Kiev. Oh, drive forward, so we're leaving this buses, we're going to the other convoy. I don't know why we're not on the bus in front. Why is the bus at the back and one is leaving first? Doesn't really make sense. What is this? It says Guy Militia. So this is like the it's not the police, it's like the, not the military, is it the military? It might be the military. I think it's more like the, it's like the police, that's the border police, that kind of thing. So here is our bus. So yeah, so make sure to follow the convoy this time. Yeah, so as you can see here, this is the bus inside. Those seats do look kind of comfortable. They don't look like they're so uncomfortable. Let's look at the physics. Okay, as you can see there, people are walking through the floor. So yeah, there are some inaccuracies. Again, maybe you're looking at the bus, maybe you're not. let's choose Adidas. Adidas, I think, in the Soviet Union at this time. I'm not sure. We can, okay, actually we need to follow the convoy, so let's go back into F8.
На период эвакуации выделяться работникам милиции.
So yeah, now we just follow the convoy. And let's just hope we get enough points to move on to the next part of the scenario. Which I guess, in terms of what this game aims to do, it does give you an immersive experience of kind of Chernobyl in a way. So, you know, with this radio, if you guys, some of you understand Ukrainian and Russian, you might be able to understand what they're saying. Warning, Vimania's warning, I know that part. And a little bit, everyone's just left, yeah. Now, I know it's a bit boring that we're just doing the same thing, but this is, for some reason we can't do anything else until we've got the gold medal for this, so. I'm also using keyboards. So here's one of the, you know, the police people. But yeah, hopefully we'll get the nuclear points. This is about 5 minutes, and then we'll be able to do the next part of the scenario and explore more of this. As you can see, they're obviously using a limited amount of people like with Omsi 2. This game does have lots of like similarities with Omsi 2. You know, it's kind of an old map based off the past in the 1980s. It's got a limited set of people that just repeat themselves. You know, the graphics aren't bad, but they do look a bit dated, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think these graphics are, you know, they're not, I know I said they're decent, but again, they're definitely not the most modern thing out there. The bus itself, though, like, again, but I find this is also an Omsi too. Like, the interior of the bus graphic-wise always looks better than the exterior of the game. But no, like, the interior's not bad, it's just. I am looking forward to seeing more of the scenarios, and I've obviously seen this part already. Yeah, we can take a wide here. Like, why make our life more difficult? Yeah, look at that bus, it's like zipping the sidewalks. So obviously this also has music. I've turned off the music just in case there's copyright issues. Well, oh, what is going on here? They're checking the radio activity. They have the yeah, also people walking around. So yeah, it does, you know, I'm really liking the map. It's a really cool idea, and you know, as I said before, it does really work with the bus simulator well. I'm not quite sure why you can't use the free mode though before you complete this. But anyway. There's a bit of tearing, but the physics seem fairly accurate. We're doing about 40 kilometers an hour. I don't know why these buses are also going so slow. You'd think, considering that, you know, there's a radiation, they'd be going as fast as possible. Maybe the thing is also going faster use of fuel. The faster you go, the more fuel you're burning. So it's not the most efficient way to use the fuel. Also, not really sure why they need to give us the credits in the middle of the game. It seems like a very odd time to give credits. You know, they're not being rude here, but who really cares who made this game? Like, let's be fair, like in terms of the individuals. There's a reason credits are, well, actually, the movies do that as well. They put the credits at the start, it's a bit annoying. You're not too intrusive, but yeah. I mean, when they say the credits at the start, you know, it shows all the actors, and, like, at the bottom, and then they have the proper credits at the end. Well, radiation's increasing. Obviously, if you open the door, I'm not really sure how much, because obviously they're not airtight, so. But I wonder if like opening the door makes things worse, but actually I won't try that because that's probably going to make us restart. Performance is also quite good. There's a bit of you know, stuttering, lags in the FPS, as you can see there. But also one thing to note is the minimum requirements are very low, to the sense that I'm actually not. But again, at the same time, the graphics aren't like that sophisticated for what's out there, so maybe that's also explains stuff. And like, you know, it explains why the minimum requirements are that high, but the minimum requirements like are actually like a 1.9 gigahertz processor, like really like old generation NVIDIA GPUs, and then also you have the recommended requirements are also quite low, so you should be able to run this fine. So this is a very accessible game as well, which is good because a lot of the bus simulators these days aren't towards the lower NPCs. Andy, Manchester, great to see you live, mate. Hope all is well. Yes, indeed, all is well with me. Hope all is well with you. Hopefully now we've got the extra points needed for this, and we'll be able to progress. Forward. This is also compatible with wheel as well. With a wheel. So. Okay, perfect. We're on level 2 now. Can I do what? I'm very confused. Okay, I'm a bit confused what's happening here. Sorry, how much FPS are we getting? 120 FPS, okay. I somewhat don't believe that. Language, I don't really need this. General. Okay, this, I'm not really sure what's happening here. Yeah, because... Okay, let's go to the map. Oh, I have 844. Okay, so I think if we do this one more time, then... I'm not really a fan of this whole gamesy element of things, because, again, it's very repetitive. I've seen at this point, doing it 3 times isn't particularly fun. And the free mode, there's a free mode though where you can create your own bus lines and routes. Well, I think you obviously have to do this a few times before that unlocks. But they might change that again. This is early access, so you have to give it that. Oh yes, the US stock market. Sorry, the US stock market has been doing my head in. Things are not going well. Yes. So I won't go too much into that, but you know, Nvidia's been a big headache. That's fallen. Really, like, was at 170, went to 120, so 50. Like in a period of 2 months. So I was like, oh, I'm just getting rid of this because, yeah. But anyway. No major losses, but you know, the RSC's gone up a bit there. But yeah. Press enter. Okay. Okay, look around. Let's do this quickly. Again, I know what we're doing here. Starter up. You can see the thing light up when I started up. The steering wheel also is kind of, as you can see, oh, it looks strange the way it steers. It's just because obviously it's very minimalistic. Yeah, that did not work. So basically, I'm not sure that's the case. Also, why is the driver like completely like? This is the thing in all of these public service. The drivers like completely in their own compartment. I'm not sure why that's the case. They're completely like, you know, segregated from the passengers. So yeah. There we go. All aboard. As you can see, there's stuff for the evacuation. So you got plus 40 for evacuating people. Come on, folks. It's, you know, you think it'd be a bit faster considering it's a grave situation. Also, I think the queues will be much bigger, so there are some things that could be a bit more realistic. Because I assume, like, with these and also, like, where would the buses, like, obviously they're going in the convoy following each other, but again, it seems like also at the same time buses waiting. The passengers on board for other buses also doesn't seem like particularly the most efficient, but yeah, anyway. Well, also, they got all these buses from, because obviously logistically, it'd be quite a lot, so yeah. Also, imagine 3 hours of these city buses to Kiev. This is like an intercity journey in real life, and this is obviously not a intercity bus. But that's not what it's intended for. I am following the convoy, but the convoy's not going anywhere. Okay. So I also find this kind of odd way, like it shows you, like it tells you how to indicate like further on in the tutorial. So there's still a few stuff to need to iron out. But, you know, it definitely gives you Soviet vibes. I would also say probably isn't the easiest task trying to evacuate Chernobyl, considering how like limited like data there is available on like to be able to actually recreate it. So, but like, obviously, like this is 2 years over schedule, but like 1 year to make this game. Except this is very ambitious. Like, because like they started making this in 2019, and they originally wanted to get it released in 2020. Like, didn't seem very realistic. So instead, 2022, which is like double what they were expecting. But yeah, there you go, triple technically. Don't crash into the bus. Is stuff clickable? I don't know, you can't see the cursor here. The interface is definitely much different than other simulators. Yeah, so in terms of where does this fit in within the bus simulators sector, I don't know. Obviously there's no modding tools at the moment. They said that they want to implement some sort of modding tools, so that will take a while. But yeah, because I mean, it does have potential, I guess, to be a bus simulator, but definitely is no Omsi 2 in the sense that it does have some elements of Omsi 2, and I always kind of maintain that this probably has the biggest chance to overtake Omsi 2, but maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, because also Kishmish Games, I've realised, is kind of like a studio that kind of just focuses on creating like lots of content, and then just like, you know, when you get like the Metro Simulator series, they have Bus Driver, and then they have this Bus World, so I don't know. And the game is nice, but that's some people saying when the user graphics is a bit dated, so I don't know if this, I think maybe the bus will probably be, we could then have an replacement on Stu because it'll have simple modding tools, but we never know, this might do it. Obviously it depends how long it takes for the modding tools to get out, and obviously Kishmish Games is kind of working on numerous stuff. So is DML Studios, but like I think DML Studios is slightly bigger, and Kishmish Games is a rather small studio. But yeah. Oh, this is one of the few simulators use the WASD by default, but you can change the controls if you want. Yeah, we all know how I prefer speed. I really like having to follow behind a other bus, but sure, there you go. Is it even possible to get like 1,000 points from the get-go in this? I don't know. Here we are at the exit, so finally we'll be able to go on to the next stage of this. Yeah, so there are scenarios in this as well, but yeah. No, it's a bit further up. The most radioactive forest in the world soon. What does it say there? Have you seen that series Chernobyl? Chernobyl has become something that's obviously, like, you know, it's becoming kind of, there's obviously, like, I mean, it's becoming kind of something that's being recreated a lot. Like we had that series Chernobyl, then we had another one about again Chernobyl on Netflix. Then we had Microsoft Flight Simulator 2022, 2020 that included it. We have this Bus World that includes it. So yeah, it's becoming a bit more on the mainstream, so to speak. Okay, 34 minutes to do that thing 3 times, but now we should be able to free roam. Can I skip this? Yeah, at this point, like, I've seen this animation 3 times. I get it. Okay. I guess this is like kind of an intro. Feels very much like an intro, like. Also, Bus World is an interesting name. Not sure why they call it Bus World. I guess it just has 2 parts of the world. It has Asia and it has Europe. There is no plans as of yet for the developers themselves to build another map. Someone asked that on the Discord. Are you kidding me? Are they serious? I have to do this again. Oh my god, this is okay. Let's go to South China. No, okay, let's just stick with Chernobyl. We'll do this one last time. Yeah. Yeah. I need to unlock this for videos. I apologize about this, folks, but there you go. As you can see here, there's some pictures of the Nuclear Reactor. And yeah. As you can see, you know, the scale of this explosion was like absolutely, you know, out of this world in the sense that, you know, it's 500 nuclear bombs compared to like essentially like the equivalent of 500 nuclear bombs that were dropped in Japan. Like obviously 2 were dropped in Japan, but it's like equivalent as if 500 were dropped there. You know, the fire at the forward power was raging until like 2 weeks before it was extinguished. So, you know, it was, you know, quite a devastating and disaster. Okay, we should finish this by now, but I thought 3 would do it, but yeah.
Внимание, внимание.
Yeah. I have to say, it's not great that they make you do the same thing 4 times. It's not a great way to get you interested in the game.
Городской совет народных депутатов сообщает.
Yeah, it's not very, in terms of user friendliness, it's user friendly enough, but also I think it definitely could be more user friendly. I think there is, I think, you know, in terms of tutorialism, the tutorial is kind of just integrated within this. In terms of points, like, okay, our Jovik hasn't been brilliant, but it hasn't been dreadful either, so I'm not really sure how we're getting less points. Yeah, that wasn't for what? Okay, we stopped perfectly this time, maybe. Okay, everyone down the bus. Also very small, this bus, like, definitely smaller than most buses. Also, it's kind of weird, like, the back wheel's so far up for some reason. So, like, if a large part of the back sitting out these days, like, buses sort of, buses sitting out of the back, except if it's the street text, because that's more because, you know, they're longer. Follow the convoy would be quicker to just go this way, but obviously that's not allowed. So I guess we also get signal points for indicating? Maybe? I don't know. You know, it doesn't tell you how to indicate until later on. And obviously just repeating this so you know what's happening. Oh, I thought this would automatically turn off because it's turning like 180. After we send the wheel, so this is still part, but no. Yeah, it's weird how they can't get trademarks for this, which is, I think this is like a Soviet bus, obviously isn't in construction anymore. But yeah, there you go. Oh, you can click the interior stuff. Right, yeah, so the stuff is clickable. The other thing is you don't really see the mouse, so yeah, I think we can maybe change that in the settings, so, you know. I guess the caveat is this is early access, so. This seems to be the thing that developers do a lot of times, and they just put stuff as early access, and then obviously that way, like, when it says early access reviews, so in case stuff doesn't go as expected, they can just kind of fall back and say it's early access and just get negative reviews or something like that. Oh, I think those announcements, that's not a radio, I think those like megaphones along the street, but they don't really have megaphones along the street, like speakerphones along the street. Okay. Well, they also like this is like it's not being a straight line through it, it's like goes around for some reason. Yeah, I also drives pretty well. I have to say, like, actually that's one thing I didn't think about, but the AI drives pretty decently. So I guess my plan is I want to make a few videos of this, but my time is very limited at the moment, so it might take a while to get some videos shoot. So I'm not going to make the stream too long, obviously one because there's not that many people here. I was expecting a bit more considering this is like a brand new bus simulator. But yeah, in terms of like even, I don't think like there's that big of a hype for this. Because even just looking at this, I didn't actually watch them, I was just looking at the content that was posted, like people who got early access as an early access of the early access. View-wise, you know, not anything spectacular. Like, you know, once in the 1000s, 2000s, so... yeah, the hype's not humongous for this, but you know, we'll see. Might just take a time to build. I think it was the same with Omsi. Well, Omsi 2 not so much for when Omsi was released. I don't know. I got Omsi late and then was after it was released, but maybe the hype took a while to build up. Omsi 2 there was a big hype, you know. That was different. So anyway, I guess like Omsi, like with Omsi, like you know, Omsi developers don't do with college students, and like people are saying now these devs like I don't know, probably going to college students, I don't know, but like, masters basically, you know, you get these developer students that are kind of like college students, so it kind of seems a bit like, oh, so that's why we're getting freeze in this, nothing to do with performance, it's just doing the fact of building the map, but they're a bit like the Omsi 2 developers, and That's usually how things progress in terms of quality. As I say in marketing, as long as you have a good product, the profits will follow. A good product, I mean, they have a good product that matches the customer's needs, creates value to the customer, the profits will follow. It's not just about a good product, it's a good product that actually customers want. There could be good products that no one wants, that's no use. Bus stop. What's this bus stop for here? Oh, I think this is the bus stop for the power plant. Obviously we'd have to walk through the forest. Okay, there we go. Hopefully now we would have gone on to the next stage. Yeah. Also, one thing to notice is performance is quite good considering there's trees. And you only need Legend 4 if the trees are not optimized because there's lots of, obviously, a lot of polygons on them. Performance will be dreadful, but here actually performance was quite good given those trees. So, you know, at least it performs well, which is, again, worth highlighting. Okay, I think now we're done. I think. Why can't I do scenario 2? Okay, I'm very confused. I don't know what's happening here. This doesn't make much sense. Yeah. I think definitely the menus could use at work because this is not really making sense to me. I'm not sure why the scenarios are locked. I'm not sure why the map's locked. So it's telling me here, okay. Points needed for metal. 500. What have I got? I don't know. I've got... This is not making sense. So we're going to go to China. Southern China. And a powerful earthquake hit area near the Hainan Island coast. A tsunami alert has been declared. According to forecast, the first wave can reach the shore in a few minutes. You need to get the passengers from Zhongyuan town and get to a safe place as quickly as possible. You have to drive fast on Harbour Bend roads. Be careful. Let's see how we do with this. We like driving fast. Okay, so this obviously, as you can see, is very different. It's set in the modern day age. There's a little plug for Kishmish Games on the screen. But yeah, I'm very confused as to... I think there's definitely a few things that need a bit of work. This does... I don't want to say it seems rushed in a way, but it does seem a bit rushed because there is some stuff that's not very clear. I think tutorial generally works much better when it's like separate and you can go into it rather than... Because the way they've done in Omsi is not good either. Because there the tutorial is like... not particularly easy to find. What's this about? But yeah, okay, this map looks quite nice. But yeah, I'm not really sure how we're meant to progress with this. I'll have to take a look. Okay. Hold to skip, yeah, I'm not really interested in this whole intro. Doesn't even teach us anything. Okay. So I think this is meant to be a Kia bus. Okay. Oh! Oh, wow, look at those waves. They weren't lying about the tsunami. Okay, let's get out of here. This bus inside looks... Oh, this... Yeah. I haven't been to Asia, but yeah, the buses are very different, so... I don't actually ever think I've ever driven like an Asian map in Omsi 2 or anything like that. Oh, someone like spot. Oh yeah, so here we have AI traffic. Let's see how performance goes with AI traffic. Yeah, okay, as you can see. The clouds are... Okay, the clouds are... they're kind of 3D. They don't look great. So... Yeah. Oh, this guy's chosen to sit there. Yeah, look at that, the way they sit like right beside you, like in a bus. Like this is like... When you get this much in Europe and see the bus like someone sitting right beside you. But yeah, okay, yeah, it's nice to have, I guess, two very distinct regions. Things are much different. But yeah, someone was saying this is very gamesy. I would have to agree, this does feel very gamesy. In a way. Which I guess would have been the case with Bus Driver Simulator. This is Route 69 to Harbour Crossroad. Again, well, I don't know why these anglicized names. In terms of realism. Not so much, but like look at the trees You know, so in terms of that, it looks fairly realistic. Obviously, there's tsunami coming, so that's looking better now. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh my! That was, oh wow! Did you folks see that? That extreme weather, oh my! No, with that being said, I think that post would have been broken down. Also, there's breakdowns in this, so you can set it up so there's breakdowns, and then you know you have to restart the bus engine for it to work. So yeah. Oh wow, we really have to be quick here. Traffic lights are broken. Look at this guy's just speeding through. Collision, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure about how I feel about this little screen saying collision. It does feel very gamesy. Come on, get on the bloody bus. So where's the people that are not being blown away? Dude, come on. Is that bus full? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Yeah. This is definitely different than other stuff I've played. That's for sure. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is do this one as well, and then we're gonna finish there. Unfortunately, I don't know what's happening with this. It's annoying me a bit, but yeah. Andy Manchester, you better check if the passengers are all alive. Yeah, I mean, I think the driver died in that. Yeah. Okay, so we really need to be quick here, you know, because as you can see there, yeah. But like, I like the concept of it. It's different. Which is nice. Yeah, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this. Okay, good. We're skipping this. Again, don't need all this. Maybe that has some context, but again, it's just too slow. This kind of feels like a minibus. Okay. I mean, it kind of is, but like, feels like a little van kind of thing. Does this have one door or two doors? That's a one door, so why is it telling me to use FNG? It's an LED display, I guess. That's good enough. The evacuation, okay. Don't really need to, actually, you could technically turn left, so. Identity bus simulator is, it's certainly different. Oh my, yeah, no, it definitely is. But I guess they've tried to identify a gap in the market. I really like it, I have to say. Well, you know, it's decent, like, it's not what I was expecting. I definitely don't really think this will be a new Omsi 2 for sure. But, you know, it's nice and less, and it's, you know, reasonable price for €25 these days. You don't really get stuff for that price. Like, some Omsi 2 DLCs are more expensive than that. So, you know. The price is pretty reasonable, obviously considering also the work that goes in. So, and obviously, like, they don't take a large share of it. I think they definitely probably could use a publisher, because I think the advertising on this isn't particularly great. Because again, not many people know about it. These people get okay, so I have to watch out for the tsunami. So yeah, this is really about speed. Like, look how slow they are. There's a bloody tsunami, folks. You can't be that, like, not bothered. Like, look at them. They're just crawling onto the bus. Not a worry in the world. Yeah. Oh, I'm not liking the sound of that. Okay, so now we have 8 minutes until the next stop. Oh, these roads are very bendy. Yeah, but that's yeah, no, there are some roads in Asia that are very bendy and, like, quite dangerous. Oh, I think that's feel the wind in the bus. Yeah, oh, that's through hitting the gravel. Never mind. This bus isn't very quick. I think the sounds are a bit over-exaggerated. Okay, the physics of this are pretty good, I have to say. Like, you have the banking, which is accurate. The way the wheel is pretty integrated for, like, using keyboard. The sounds, they're not bad, they're not amazing. They're obviously just using a loop. It's quite evident that is the case. Again, someone else pointed that out. Also, the way the scenery loads kind of reminds me of BMNG, but I think BMNG drive is also on the Unity engine. The graphics aren't too far afield, so again, shows you not exactly the most modern stuff out there. Not bad, but yeah, the way it's rendering stuff is kind of painting them on as you're driving through. Okay, look at this. There's lots of windy roads. Is it a waterfall or is it a tsunami? Oh, standing on... Yeah. Well, as you know, China is quite densely populated, so obviously, like... I think let's see what stuff on this. You are making you like this game. Yeah, I mean... yeah, no, it's decent. Like, it's definitely different. Like, you know, it is pretty cool. I think definitely there's a few stuff that needs to be ironed out. Presumably to be ironed out in an update. I'm still a bit confused as to what's happened with Chernobyl. I just seem to be stuck on level 1, which is obviously not what I want. But yeah, it's decent, you know. But yeah, I definitely think game's the right word. In terms of simulators, well, I don't know there, but the bus bouncing up and down, I think definitely it's more on the game side of things. Oh, it's slow because we're going up a hill. Is this not a manual bus as well, or is this automatic? Because usually these small vehicles like this are manual, not automatic. I guess there are some, like, some Mercedes Vibros and Omsi or like, an automatic. There, so it's usually manual. Get more speed. Yeah, well, the driving's not great here, but I just wasn't well at the top of the wheel because, like, it's just, it's been a very long day. I have to cook dinner after this, you know, so it's kind of like, yeah. Bad eating happens to YouTube, but yeah, we don't stream that often. Like, we have actually been streaming this month fairly, well, not fairly often. We started 3 streams, just more. Over summer we didn't have many. But yeah, it's just things have been very busy, so I do apologize about that, folks. Obviously, in terms of content creation and all that, it's much less frequent than it is. And now also the major kind of games that we were anticipating have been released. So in terms of when the next live stream will be, who knows, probably won't be for a while. There's really anything new per se to be streaming, because we had Tracer World 3, we streamed that, you know, that was something we were anticipating. Luckily we got a key for that, so that kind of offset the costs for getting this bloody Renown, which I'm not happy about. The Renown of this, I like, this is fine, I like this. Then there's the Renown, and then there's Bus World, but that's it. There's X-Plane 12, but I was gonna get that, or even the demo version, but then I realized that X-Plane 12 doesn't even have the, like, you know, it's doesn't use the real map like Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So it's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 was on sale, but again, I'm not gonna have the time to learn the stuff, so I'll just wait for it. Like I was doing Black Friday sale, might be cheaper. And the match is any good for handbrake turns or burnouts? That's a good question. Oh, that's the horn. I don't even know what the handbrake thing is. Probably not. Okay. This is a stop. Okay. So what's happened here? Okay. Yeah, there's some factual stuff here. Experience gain. Okay. Oh, look at that, folks. I think this is for the... Okay, so now I've unlocked this. I think you play through them together. So obviously in lock 3 mode you have to do the scenarios first. So folks, I think I'm gonna leave the stream here. I think I've given you a good insight into what Bus World is. Also, there's just really not much engagement happening at the moment, so I might as well just make the videos. I want to do a review video next. So thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully this has given you a little glimpse of what Bus World is. I tried to mention all the main things. I think 1 hour is a good stream time. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. And yeah, I will be creating some more content. I'll have a video out about this tomorrow. Then for resuming on Sunday. There won't be too many videos on this. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Time is a bit limited, so I'm going to try to record 2 here today. For today and Sunday, and then maybe record a few more tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that's it. So bye for now.